presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Peach State. Welcome to Georgia, where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, just west of downtown Atlanta. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday Night Primetime. On the visitor's sideline is Seahawks head coach Mike Macdonald. His team playing exceptional football, 8-2 in their last 10. On the other side, it's the Falcons head coach Raheem Morris. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Mike Tirico along with Fred Olsen. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with design runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are going to be had.
15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
A gain of 15. And the
First carry for Joe Mixon. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Marcus May in on the stop. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll go right back to Mixon. Finds an alley to the 35. A strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
That's good.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Seattle.
First down, Seattle.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs, kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Mixon. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Pretty big swing here in the mindset of the defense. Before the play, you're thinking, man, we're on the 1-yard line. Pretty likely that it ends with a touchdown. But instead, you send them back 5 yards, and your chances of holding them to 3 just go up.
Throwing on second down. Daniel. And he's in. Jaden Daniel. Touchdown Seahawks.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, here's Isaiah Pacheco. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The Falcons are set to take over here on offense. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw. But
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Samerstill. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Daniels now on 1st down. There's a short one taken by Ingram. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 10-yard line.
On the ground, here's Samaje Perine. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions.
That is, what a job on the scramble. Evan Ingram, touchdown Seattle. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Falcons, nothing.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll pick this one away. On the return, here is Ainias Smith. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. They're an early hole, 14-0. Start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. He'll get about 2. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Baker. The short pass taken in by Warren. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
On play action, Mayfield. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Blake Gilligan to punt. Back deep, Anthony Gould. Whoa! And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Their own 27-yard
The Seahawks offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
18 on the play. 1st down, Seahawks.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1. At the 47-yard.
They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Nick Cross will bring him down. 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches.
They'll run the sneak. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
For a Seahawks 1st down. 2 yards on the play.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels.
1st down.
He'll run again.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Play action. Here's Daniels to the middle of the field. Caught by Shakir. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 20 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Open man is Shakir, and that's complete. Second and inches.
4 yards. Complete to Khalil Shakir. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
The give to Mixon from out of the pistol. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains. Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. That is caught side of the end zone. Evan Ingram, touchdown Seahawks. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end, and of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
His kick is good. Makes the score Seahawks 21. Falcons nothing.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Falcons offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And it's been a rocky start. An interception on the first drive and then a punt the last time they had. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Take a look here at those receiving numbers from his game a week ago. From the 32-yard line now, here's second and a yard. They go play action with Mayfield. Right back to Warren again. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards. And the Falcons first down.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run the draw with Walker. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. So, from the 37, here's second and 6. From the gun, it's Mayfield. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Off the play fake. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Malik Hooker, the fine safety, coming on the rush that time to record the sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And the Falcons are going to be set up 1st and goal. Nice run, getting them down to the 6.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Walker. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
McManus's kick is good. And the Falcons are on the board now here in this 2nd quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
They're trying to get him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll come across the 20 and take it down at the 21-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. He's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he will have the Seahawks first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Seahawks.
On the option, they give it to Mixon, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Got a man, it's Rocket. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Seattle.
Gain of 10 yards. And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline. And he's able to...
Oh, the ball's out. Looked like one of the Seahawks was in there and did keep the ball with Seattle.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
It is 3rd and long.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
Gain on the play. And the Falcons first down.
Mayfield to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Throwing on second down, Mayfield. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
16 yards.
First catch of the game for Evans. And he's got that first down.
It's been a rough first half, and now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Falcons first down.
Here's Walker. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Nick Benito there for the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. 2 minutes to go here till halftime.
Third and 8.
Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there.
And he's into the end zone. Mike Evans. Touchdown Atlanta. His 4th TD grab of the season. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here after the break.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald there. His guys head back out for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Down the field, he's got the hook up to Shakir. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
2 yards.
On play action, Daniels. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he's back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Blake Hatchman up from the linebacker spot to make the tackle. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down. Throwing now, Daniels. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
And 8-yard pickup. And the Seahawks first down.
Now Daniel. That one complete to Brown.
Daniels pass. Complete to number 11, A.J. Brown.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
2. Brings up second and 8.
They'll throw with Daniel. He's going to tuck it and go.
Jaden Daniels.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called.
Another Seahawks first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Seahawks going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Baker to throw. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Falcons offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Second down throw for Mayfield. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 3.
Throwing is Mayfield. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. Ooh. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
6 yards.
That one good for 26 yards.
First down.
Set to go now on first and 10.
34-yard line.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Good blocking to the 15. What a great gainer that is. He brings it down to the 5. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Falcons. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Falcons back within 7. It's 24-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald there. His guys head back out for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. This one quickly out to Lockett. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. In motion, Shakir. Throwing is Daniel. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd
Off the
and
play fake, here's Daniel. And the rush gets home. Hill goes down. They got him. Montez Sweat getting into drop him for sack number 11 on the season. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Daniels now going to look to throw. Here's a screen set up for P-Rock. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Nearly a good one. It hit at the 6, but continues in the end zone. It's a touchdown. The Falcons offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. On play action, Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Coverage defensively by
on 2nd down, Baker. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll get this into the hands of Ridley. Complete. 17 yards on that play. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's a toss to Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6.
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. They'll go. Mayfield. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. To the tight end motioning left here. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. This time they're ready for him. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
At the 45-yard line.
On second down, it's Daniel. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and
from the shotgun, it's Daniel. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And this ball incomplete on third down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Falcons offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. On first and 10, here's Baker. That's to the right side. Taken in by Evans. So, first and 10 here now at the 38.
Falcons, first down.
On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. That one swung out wide to Walker. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
throwing on second down, Mayfield. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of
16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Second and 7.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Oh, what a throw, slinging it across his body, incomplete. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Falcons first down.
At the 30-yard line.
They run with Walker. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Now, Mayfield. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That is catch number 60 for the season.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. Walker will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up. We got ourselves a ball.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. He gets this complete to Shakir. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. On play action, Daniels. He's looking deep for Shakir. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack. But then they get their hands on the ball. And I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there, probably the best possible outcome.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up
3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25.
So that's a big 1st down conversion because, Mike, as you take a look at the game clock, if they play this right, not only do they put themselves in position to score here to win this at the end, but they also can leave very little time left for their opponent to try to go down and answer.
The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Mixon. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st
a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I may be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
3rd and goal. It's Daniel. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Josie Jewell. He's in there for the sack, and that takes us to 4th and goal.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run here with Walker. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Baker to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will finally run him down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Falcons, 1st down.
Now Walker. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
At the Seahawks, 28
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
That's caught. It's Evans. And he will get into the end zone. Mike Evans. Touchdown Atlanta. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Next, the score, Falcons 31, Seahawks 27.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. This is going to be a Seahawks 1st down as the tackle is made just shy of the 40.
That's good for the Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Ready from the gun, it's Daniels. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Crowd noise rises. Big play here. 3rd and 1. Off the zone read, Daniel's going to hang on to it. They will work this down to the 43-yard line, and that is enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
They'll drop to throw. He'll take off again. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Daniel.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. It is complete. He finds Lockett. It is 2nd down and 5.
Complete to Tyler Lockett.
Daniels going to throw again. That one underneath here to Mixon. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
First down.
To the air again is Daniels. Moving, and this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time. But what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
Set to kick off.
And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to Walker. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
At the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, Baker. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, and this one will come to an end. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.